Coming up next, the Celtics taking on the Bucks. For the Boston Celtics, firing on all cylinders, and their record speaks for itself. First in the league with no signs of slipping here at the halfway point. Bucks, Celtics, just moments away right after this. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson at the table with basketball royalty. Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, let's take a look at some numbers for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case, his confidence as well, because of this.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner. Then it's Green, then there's Prince, and it's Rollins in at the point guard position. And for Boston, White and Brown are the wingmen. Jason Tatum out there with Williams. And it's Collier in at the 1 spot. And for those teams that look like a total rebuild now, how do they stay motivated, Grant?
Well, B.A., for the free agents to be, it's all about the dollar signs. And, of course, for the younger players, this is your chance to show you deserve minutes.
Softly drops in the floater.
That's the finesse part of his game right there. Lofting in that little teardrop.
Here's Rollins. Now Turner, and here's Green from the arc. First shot won't go. For 3, Collier drills it from deep. Collier's got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I spoke with Boston's head coach earlier. Giannis was the topic of our conversation, and Coach said after a deep breath, I mean, there's no need to exhaust yourself over how to stop Giannis. He's going to leave his mark on the floor. We just have to deploy something to mute his production a little bit. They've definitely got their hands full trying to slow one of the game's best. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And here's Milwaukee now, following the bucket by Boston. Turner inside, working on Williams. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo for 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Well, you know, even when he makes them, the defense doesn't mind seeing Giannis shooting 3.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the 3-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside, Brown. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Green. Launches it. The rebound, Celtics. Boy, this team is on a heater right now. 16 wins in a row, and they've shown no signs of slowing down.
And it is very impressive, but it's also interesting. I mean, even sitting here at the broadcast table and the storyline this group has created has you just impressed and a little scratch in your head because we expect drama and a certain amount of unpredictability with this group. That's not gone away, but I tell you, this team seems to be minimizing or mitigating the volatility. They seem to be a lot more solid of late.
Now here's Green. Pass to Rollins. Back to Prince. Here's Rollins. Now Turner takes the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
4-3. Connects again from distance.
And night in and night out, you can count on him to really stretch the defense.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Simons is checked in for Boston. And how about the all-around game of this group of players? Here are the assist leaders among the bigs so far this season. The fourth spot held by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And I love how these guys are some of the most complete front court players in the NBA. They're not just score and rebound bigs, they can also beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Can't cash in the 10-footer. Celtics lead by 4. To the middle. Here's Tatum. Soft touch off the glass. Tatum's got 5 points.
You like the way Tatum can sliver around to get his shot.
Pass to Prince. Antetokounmpo outside. Nails it from 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And here's Brown. Lets the 3 fly. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch-rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's a perfect addition.
A two-way talent. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Now here's Brown. Against Sacramento, he was really on his game. The 3-ball. And the Celtics another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Prince. No points yet. First shot won't go.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Right side Tatum from outside the arc. Good! Another from 3.
And now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season.
Wow. A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Antetokounmpo against Tatum. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And another miss by Milwaukee. Celtics lead by 13. Here's Collier. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 12 in this first quarter. And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. With some changes, Boucher's checked in for Williams, and Minot subbed in for Jason Tatum. Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. Anthony comes in for Green. Antetokounmpo, left side. Anthony finds Turner. On the wing, Anthony to end the run. Boston pulls it in. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Bucks trail by 17. Pass to Rollins. On the wing, Kuzma. Here's Rollins. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. There's a screen by Turner. For 3, Anthony. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Now here's Brown. This one for 3. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Knocks it down from distance. Antetokounmpo has got 11 points.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
And here's Brown for 3. Anthony grabs the board.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Simons. It's been all about Jaylen Brown for the Celtics. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. If you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And we've also got to talk about those threes dropping for them. We'll see if they can keep up the momentum from long range.
And so Jackson Jr. will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 14. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And as a rule of thumb, the road can really test your team's depth. But they all stepped up and collectively produced a lot of points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Collier is out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Sam Hauser. Then it's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And here's Milwaukee now, following the 3 by Boston. Kuzma, left side. There's Jackson with the 3. That shot missing. Boston leading by 15. Pass to Simons. Here's Collier. And here's Hauser from the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Well, the Bucks want to capitalize on their bigs. Coach Doc Rivers said, one advantage we have is our size, and the slower the game gets, the bigger we get. So taking opponents out of transition, making it a half-court game, allows us to be a big basketball team. Back to you.
Leveraging that tall timber. Allie, thanks very much for the report.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the basket by Trent.
A guy you've got to take seriously from beyond the arc. Trent Jr. loves to knock it down from range.
Pass to Minot. Fires the 3. Back to Hauser. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Outside White. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. The Bucks trail by 15. Anthony outside. Takes the 12-footer and hits it. Anthony's got 5.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Pass to Minot. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Anthony. And that's good. Collier for 3. He's got 15.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Cadiz checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Hauser. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Kuzma. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Green is subbed in for Harris. Now here's Turner. He picked up 18 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington.
And he also made an impact at the defensive end, blocking 2 shots and contesting others.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Anthony. Shot's good by Collier.
and just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Milwaukee here. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And out of bounds, Milwaukee will have it. And a moment to check out who the Boston Celtics have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Kevin Durant and the Houston Rockets.
And that game against the Heat is going to be a good challenge for them. Even though they expect to win, it could probably go either way, depending on how well they play.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
When it comes to stuffing the stat sheet, Antetokounmpo does it very well in just about every category. But his greatest strength is he's a dominant scorer.
You get the sense Giannis Antetokounmpo is hungry to get another title card.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, he's definitely in the prime of his career and would like to add another Larry O'Brien trophy to his collection. He is getting older, but again, I think he's still in his prime, and he knows that while time is short, another championship could set him apart from a lot of the greats.
Celtics lead by 11. Outside White. Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
Down low. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
You know, in the first quarter, they really attacked inside. Not quite sure why they've gotten away from it because they've not done as much since. But the balanced attack seems to be working out for them.
Rollins, he's checked in for Anthony. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Greg?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that on paper isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Here's Prince. Antetokounmpo, right side. Just 5 to shoot. Fader on the way. Boston pulls it in. They led by as many as 18.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Rollins, following the three by Boston. Knocked loose. In transition, here they come. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Bucks trail by 16. Pass to Prince. Now here's Turner. Antetokounmpo outside. 6 to shoot. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. Boston shooting their first free throw of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Tatum. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah, clearly his offensive output has been on a bit of a decline. Now that could point to a lot of things, but mostly I think he's just putting his focus elsewhere on the floor, looking for other ways to help out his team.
1:53 left in the half. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Now here's Turner. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. They need this. Knocks down the long J. Turner's got 6.
Yeah, in today's basketball world, big men have to shoot it, and Turner's got a nice touch and pretty good range out there.
And here's Brown for 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Had a career game his last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Celtics lead by 17. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Prince grabs the miss. And so Prince will bring it up for Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the first of 3 games played at home. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul. How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? On defense, the Celtics. The baseline J. Off target. 8 for 12 from the floor. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
17 seconds left in the second quarter. White for 3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
Well, it's so good to see White growing in confidence with his offensive game and not hesitating at all to shoot the perimeter shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Boston. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. Out of the West, Nikola Jokic.
For the Joker, last laugh is typically on the opponent. No one has been able to slow him down lately. Also, on and off the court, his leadership has been great for this team.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Where is the rebounding? They're getting pushed around and eaten alive. This is so embarrassing.
Yeah, that's something they need to fix if they want to get back in this game. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. So on the floor for Milwaukee, inside they have Giannis and Turner. Then there's A.J. Green. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Rollins in at the 1.
It's almost illegal. Somebody as big as Giannis shouldn't really have that quick of a first step.
Boston leading by 18. And Taurean Prince has played for a number of teams so far. He's handled each experience like a total pro, Clark.
Yeah, that's the impression I get, B.A. I mean, he's somebody that welcomes every new opportunity in this league. Plays with a maturity and joy that helps any team. He's just a basketball player, understands his role, and relishes that wherever he is.
And here's Milwaukee now, following the three by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Green for three. Knocks down the triple.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
There's Tatum with the three. And again, Boston with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Over the last month, these rookies have been cleaning the glass. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Rollins. A valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Left side White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown passes to Williams. Here's Tatum from deep three-point land. Doesn't fall. That miss makes him 5 for 6.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Turner. Back to Antetokounmpo. Takes a three. Boston pulls it in. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Collier. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collier's got 19 points.
They've come out hot this second half, hitting 3 of their first 4 shots.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Rollins. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Now Green. Antetokounmpo outside. And stolen by Williams. And Boston pushing it up now. White for 3. Drains the triple. White's got 12.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Rollins.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Here's Turner, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo, and that one goes in. And that's now 8 points from Miles Turner. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Back over to you guys.
A new wrinkle. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Take a look at who got fired up by that last 3. Giannis says, I can do that too.
On the wing, Tatum from deep. And again, Boston with the triple.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Antetokounmpo, following the 3 by Boston. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there.
You know, one of the things that makes Taurean Prince a real asset is that he embraces his role. It could be points, maybe it's boards. Whatever you want him to do, he pretty much can do it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second one. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's White. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Rollins. Pass to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Nice touch on the bank shot. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Very skilled at getting to his spots on the floor. Turner, an assertive player on the offensive end.
For 3, Collier. Prince grabs the miss. Prince has got 4 rebounds now. Now Antetokounmpo, hounded by Tatum. To the right side. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And you like how they're taking care of the ball. Minus a few mistakes here and there, they're just so difficult to disrupt offensively.
And their transition offense really mirrors what's happening all around the league. Teams trying to get 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, any numbers advantage possible. Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Boston. The Bucks also with a sub. Portis is checked in. There's Tatum with the 3. And how about that? 8 for 9 now.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Turner. 10 points for him. Inside, Rollins uses the glass to finish the layup. Rollins has got 5 points.
Really good to see Turner find the open man, proving once again he's a team-first guy.
Here's Collier. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Hey, even guys at his skill level will miss those from time to time, but it doesn't happen often.
Here's Turner. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
Such a unique player, Clark. Miles Turner. He's both a floor spacer and a rim protector.
There aren't too many guys like that in the league, VA. I mean, those are 2 very distinct skill sets, and to have them in one big guy like Turner, that's certainly something you relish and appreciate.
An open look for Portis, and the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
This speaks to how assertive Portis is, and he's skilled at knocking it down off the catch, too.
Simons finds Brown. Sinks the tray. Brown's got 22.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Now here's Green. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
3 shots.
That one's off. Some changes for Boston. Boucher comes in for Williams, and it's Hauser in for Jaylen Brown. Milwaukee also changed it up. Kyle Kuzma, he's checked in for Turner, and Anthony subbed in for Prince. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And there's 1:38 left in the third quarter. Pass to Simons. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Portis.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Anthony, the pass to Green. He drops it from range. Green's got 8 points.
Having a scorer's mindset, but Anthony also has to keep others involved. That's a really good pass there.
Outside Tatum, on the wing Hauser. Beyond the arc, drops in the 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
It's Anthony on the take, and Anthony slams it in.
Turning on the afterburners on the drive. Good to see Anthony using his athleticism in these situations.
Here's Collier, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Trent comes in for Rollins. And he makes the first, but misses the second. When you watch Bobby Portis, he's extremely physical, but he can also space the floor, Clark.
Yeah, I like that combination, B.A. It makes him a unique matchup and a tough matchup. I mean, one play he's thumping and bumping you around, and then on the next play, he's knocking down the three, and he's doing it all with great energy and intensity.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 7. There's the triple. Trent finds Kuzma. 3-pointer. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Kuzma. Trent's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Hauser up again. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Boston out in front, running away with it. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. White and Brown are the wingmen. Chris Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the Boston 5.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Brown against Antetokounmpo. Brown passes to Boucher. White for 3. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Brown. It's Brown on the wing. Here's the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Brown's got 25 points.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Pass to Hauser. Nice ball movement by Boston. There's Simons with a 3, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Simons has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Portis. Yep, count it.
Giannis's teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. On the wing, Simons. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. Anthony feeling it out a bit. And the layup is good off the glass. Anthony's got 4 points this quarter.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
There's Simons with a 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Anthony with it. Now guarded by Simons. Anthony against Simons. Kuzma outside. They're running. The finish.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That was
bad intentions.
Boy, there's a lot to like about the attitude of Brown. If he sees a fast break opportunity, he's taking full advantage of it in a heartbeat.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Now here's Anthony. The three. Here's Portis. It's good from about 19 feet. 8 points for Bobby Portis.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
And here's Brown for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Antetokounmpo, that's good.
And the ball handling of Antetokounmpo, my goodness, really unreal. For a guy his size, his dribbling is ridiculous.
Now here's Brown. There's Simons with a three, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game. The Bucks have gotten 6 of 8 shots to fall during this fourth. Pass to Anthony. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there. White with it. It's Brown on the wing and stolen by Anthony. Kuzma outside. Now here's Anthony. And Clark with the landmark decisions opening the door to NIL revenue for athletes in college and even in high school. It's the wild, wild west for amateur basketball.
There's no question the landscape is chaotic, dizzying even. But they deserve a slice of that pie, and this is a long time coming. And kids have an opportunity to leverage their talent and get paid right now. And in some cases, begin the process of creating generational wealth before they even become of age to vote. That's a pretty powerful combination.
Chalk up 2 there. Simons has got 11 points here in the second half.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. To the paint. Here's Portis. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
That's just a case of pure strength and effort by Bobby Portis.
For Boston, they've gotten 8 of 13 shots to find the basket in the fourth quarter. There's Simons with a 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
To the inside and out of bounds. Boston will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the Bucks with some changes. Prince is checked in for Kuzma. Green comes in for Trent. And it's Rollins in for Anthony. So it's Boston now. Brown passes to Garza. And here's Simons outside. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
He's such an assertive shooter. Simons has his feet planted and just hits it.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's closely guarded. Green for 3. Buries it from 3.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Celtics.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And in the big picture, this marks their 43rd win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
Yeah, I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of Game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
Tremendous contribution from him, scoring the basketball. Everywhere you look, his fingerprints were all over this game.
No one covering.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And Boston has possession. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Brown for 3, and the three-pointer goes. Brown's got 33.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.